Have you ever gone into martial arts, even doing it yourself?
No, not really. When I was younger, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look, when I was younger, I did karate, but they had to take me out of class, and I couldn't go back because I would go to school and then use the karate moves on other kids. So I stopped going to karate. I was spewing. That's when I first got my white belt, and then as I grew older, man, I went back, just, paid for lessons for MMA, just doing lessons. Yeah, man, I enjoy it. I don't do it now that I've gained a little bit of weight. I need to lose weight again. A lot of people say I'm okay, but I need to lose weight. See, I know I need to lose a bit of weight. A lot of people say to me, Johnny, just go to the gym for I've got broad shoulders, and they say to me, Johnny, if you just go to the gym for 6 months, you can have a body that a person can get in 4 years. They got to train 4 years for it. You train 6 months. So I've got no excuse. I just get lazy. I don't know, man. It's the motivation in me. It's tough. But in terms of sports and karate, I used to love it. But just sports in general, like I don't play anything anymore, man. I don't have fun doing it. I'm not part of an indoor soccer team. I don't play footy on the weekends. I don't do none of that. I kind of miss it. I kind of miss MMA. If I go back now, I'd be blown out in like fucking probably 5 minutes. Like I'd be like this. But yeah, I'd love to get back into it. But yeah, watching it, I love it. I love it. But yeah, it's like I was saying with the whole moderate thing. I don't want it to be that extreme, but it has come a long way. Because back in the day, in MMA and UFC in particular, you can do all sorts of other shit and you can get away with it. Now they have toned down a lot of shit. But yeah, they still got a way to go, I think. Because, when you get someone like Tony Ferguson, he's crazy in that fucking octagon. People like that don't fuck around. And you go there swinging and blazing around, it has a long effect, man. It has a long effect when it comes to doing CT scans for head injuries. And head injuries has led to a lot of people committing suicide, killing, murder-suicide. They've killed their family. And then
that was the WWE
the wrestler, Chris Benoit.
That's exactly. The one, yeah. He
Perfect example.
Killed his wife and son, and then committed suicide.
That's pretty messed
up,
man.
About 10, 15 years ago. I remember that, yeah.
And that's because he was taking too many headshots.
Yeah.
He had a signature move where it was a flying headbutt. He would land on the person on the canvas, flying from the top turnbuckle. And, he would actually connect. Because you have to make it look real. It wouldn't connect hard, but fuck, every time you headbutt someone, you're at risk for a concussion. And look what happened to him now. He's dead. He killed his family. They just need to definitely regulate it. But the UFC, it's come a long way. Yeah. But yeah, there's more that needs to be done.
Yeah, and just changing the topic a little bit. The people that don't consider fighting a sport, my question to them is, then how is lawn bowls a sport? How is bowling a sport? How is golf a sport? None of that is. How is shooting a sport? It's in the Olympics, shooting.
Yeah, fucking oath.
How are those sports, but fighting isn't?
Yeah. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. Look, I reckon it's definitely a sport. Pretty sure they have it in the Olympics. Pretty sure they do. They've even got wrestling in the Olympics, like proper wrestling.
They've got wrestling and they've got taekwondo.
Yeah, they've got all that. Yeah, it's all universal.
I mean, they've got everything in the Olympics, really. Yeah. Everything.
Going to school when you were young, were you picked on? Were you bullied? Like, did you have to get into many fights?
No, I didn't go into any fights.
No one picked on you, huh? You're lucky. I as a kid, I got picked on. I did. No one picks on me now. But back then I got picked on, and martial arts was a form of me defending myself. Unfortunately, I did a lot of offense, not just defense. But yeah, karate is good, and watching it is good. So you can learn a thing or two for when you have to defend yourself. Because women, especially for women, they have to know how to defend themselves. and men, and children when they're at school. What really shits me, Andreas, is when an adult physically assaults another adult. You go to the coppers, you file a report, they come, they arrest him. Well, that's what should happen anyway. Sometimes that doesn't even happen. But at school, when a child physically assaults another child, they call the parents of the school, the kid might get suspended for a day. Sometimes they don't even get suspended. They spend lunchtime, inside. They don't get to play with the
After
kids.
school detention.
Yeah. And there's no punishment, there's no police report, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
Why is it that it's okay, it's deemed okay, it's far from, why is it that it's deemed okay for an adult to physically assault another adult and they get, reprimanded, but when it comes to a child attacking another child, that's not physical assault, that's just kids that need to learn, they run amok, what do you do? It's bizarre to me, I never understood that. Assault is assault, whether you're a kid or an adult. So it's always good to know self-defense. I mean, I learnt self-defense, like I said, when I was younger, and I'm glad I did, man, because if I didn't, whoo, I might not be here today. Kids can be very cruel to other kids. That's just how it is when you're growing up in school. And it's always good to have an ace up your sleeve.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I agree with you. It needs to be more regulated. I've got a, for example, there's a family member who, as a kid, he didn't do any fighting, but he used to get hit by his dad.
Yeah, wow.
And he used to get his head hit against the wall.
Jeez.
And he has developed, at a very young age, until he used to bleed out of his ears. And he's developed Parkinson's.
My goodness.
And that's one of the, disease that you can get from being hit in the head too much.
Yeah,
and I do think there's a lot of wrestlers and boxers who have got it. Muhammad Ali, for example, that we just don't know about. Many of them, because they're sort of, once they're irrelevant in the field, there's no.
I reckon a lot of past and present boxers had it, and they probably just didn't know. And a lot have passed away now, and you get a few that are still alive, and they're in a nursing home. They get fed, by a nurse, and it's because there was no early detection then.
Yeah.
Now you've got early detection. It's pretty insane. It's pretty crazy. But I can understand that, it's a sport. I understand the art of it. They just need to do more, man.